Okay, so let's get into A10, which is a pretty basic explanation, but I think you can do it. A10 is a recycling of assignment 7, the employee database. Some of you are still working on that, some of you are not. What I want you to do is I want you to go back and look at that assignment, which was using custom functions to create an employee database that you can add and subtract records from. And look inside those functions, and I want you to figure out how can you integrate look before you leap and easier to ask for permission or for forgiveness than permission techniques inside that database to make it harder for people to crash. Now, that one was particularly easy to make crash because we were doing things like allowing users to enter their own employee ID numbers and things like that. So you want to look before you leap example might be when somebody enters an employee ID number, you might want to check and see if it exists already. That's a good look before you leap. Or when you delete something, you could say, are you sure you want to delete this? That's another thing that's very common, right? You've probably seen that a million times. Easier to ask for permission would be maybe doing a catching an error that occurs if the user enters a non-numeric string for salary or something like that. So those are just a few ideas, but you can do a combination of both of these things in Module 7. How much do you have to do? Not that much. Basically, I want to see you implement this in a successful way that actually makes sense. It doesn't have to be throughout. It doesn't have to be completely error-proof. I'm just looking to see that you understand the proper implementation of a try and a catch and the concept of look before you leap. So when I'm going through grading those are the kinds of things that I'm really going to be looking for. I'm not going to go through every line of code and make sure that you have it completely error-proof. I'm not going to sit there for like 30 minutes trying to hack your program. Basically, what I'm looking for is that you have an understanding of try, catch, and some of the error prevention techniques in look before you leap. So that is A10, and we will move on to Module 11 on Wednesday. So we're going to keep moving with this stuff, but hopefully that won't take too much time. And in fact, you have a whole hour now to work on that or any past assignments. So I highly recommend trying to take advantage of that and keep things moving. On Wednesday, I am going to actually do some going over or some explaining of the solution for Module 7, just to give you all an idea of how that fits together. So I'll come back and I'll cover that, but in a sort of after the fact kind of way, the way I did with Module 6. So you can look forward to that on Wednesday. That should give you a little bit of a boost if you still need to clean up that assignment or you want some additional help with that assignment. Any questions?